morning, guys. How you doing? Today is Monday, October 23rd. How you doing? I'm actually off work today because it's a teacher work day, so the kids and I are off. I just wanted to do a quick update for you guys and let you know how the job is going. It's going fabulous. I don't even know what my last video was, that I had quit and I was working in the school district. So I've been doing that. I didn't start actually working until the end of September because when I had first applied, I had to do orientation and then my fingerprints had to pass. So that took 2 weeks. I was off for 2 weeks and I was doing stuff around the house. Like I did under the stairs and I did my pantry and stuff. I haven't showed you that video yet. I still have to do my Halifax video. I apologize. We went to Halifax back in August and I haven't posted that yet. Still have about 8,500 photos on my phone, so I'm still trying to work through that, but I just haven't had time. So I was working in the school district and I was subbing. So I would go onto the website and I would check to see if there were jobs posted that I was qualified for. So I'm a para-pro, which they just started calling it that this year. It's an EA, an education assistant. So they now call us para-pros. The very first day, I worked at a middle school, and I'm just getting over a cold. Being in the school system, it was bound to happen. I ended up getting a wicked cold about 2 weeks ago, so I'm just still getting over it. You can't be put in that setting and not end up with germs. You're surrounded by school kids all day, and a lot of them have runny noses. But anyway, so my very first day, I worked with some kids with special needs. And I really enjoyed it. And then the next day I worked just with general education kids in another middle school. And it was kind of going like that. Like, so some days I'd be in one particular school and then the next day I'd be in another particular school. So I'd go on the website and the jobs would be posted. So you grab the job and then you would show up, you know, whatever day that was to go do the job. But I found there was like only 1 or 2 jobs posted and then they would go. So it was like shopping on eBay because you'd see something, you have to grab it before it was gone. So what I learned to do was just grab the job and then figure out if I could do it based on the kids' schedules and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, you guys are going to soon have to take school buses because I'm at different schools and the hours are different depending on where I am. So we were getting ready to do that. And but there weren't a lot of jobs posted. So I talked to the lady in the district that's in charge of the subbing thing. Oh, excuse me. And I said, there doesn't seem to be a lot of jobs posted. I managed to work every day, but I was getting nervous. And the problem was that some days I would work, 6.5 hours, and the next day I'd be working 2 hours. And that's great if you're just kind of doing this as a casual thing, but we need me to work more full-time hours. So she said, go on the district and see if there's any careers posted. And she said, maybe there's a full-time position there. I went on and I saw that there was a job actually at Brennan Kerrigan's school working with kids with special needs. And I was like, okay, I really enjoyed when I worked at Windreach in Bermuda with the kids with special needs at the riding stable. And then I was thinking back to that day that I worked with the kids at the middle school. And I enjoyed that more so than working with general education kids because I found I was just walking in the classroom. I'd show up and I'd be in a social studies class and I'd be like, anyone need any help? No, we're good. Okay. So I would just walk up and down the aisles waiting for someone to need something. I just felt underutilized. Like I was like, I can help more than this, more than just being basically a bodyguard in a classroom. So this position was posted and it was full-time, 6.5 hours a day, Monday to Friday. And I was like, oh my God, this would be perfect. So it just so happens I applied and then later that day I saw a posting for that same exact job. And I was like, oh my God, this would be great. I could see what this job is that I'm actually applying for. So then I got a call from, this was on a Tuesday, so I got a call on Wednesday morning. This was the day I was about to go to the school and do this job. And the lady from the district called and she said, Tanya, I see that you applied for this job. And I said, yes. And I said, I'm actually doing it today. And she said, would you mind doing it for 2 more days? And I said, no, that'd be great. I said, it'd be great experience. And if I get called for an interview, this would be, really good because I'd at least know what the job was. So I did that job for 3 days. And I so enjoyed it. I was like, oh my God, this would be perfect. The teachers in this program are incredible. The kids were incredible, and they got in my heart, and I was like, oh my God, I would love to have this job. It's so rewarding. So I ended up getting a call that Friday. I was still subbing, and I got a call that Friday, and they said I would have an interview on the Monday. So I did my interview on the Monday, and then I didn't hear back. So I did that following week. I worked in other schools. I was in at an elementary doing a preschool program. I did a kindergarten class. I did a couple of middle schools again. And it wasn't until the following Tuesday I was at a middle school and I got a call saying that I had a job offer. So I got the job. I was so excited. And it turned out when I had my interview, the teachers that I had worked with, those were the people that were interviewing me, along with, I think it was the assistant principal. And there's just so many. There's like a whole bunch of assistant principals. There's a whole bunch of dean of students. So I'm still trying to get everyone straight. But they hired me. So every day now I get to work with those same kids. I get to work with these same teachers, and it's amazing. I'm so excited. I'm at Brennan Kerrigan's school. So the 3 of us drive together to school. We all get out of the car. I only see Kerrigan at lunch, because we're in the big, cafeteria area, and where we sit with the kids, I can see where she sits with her friends. I still haven't figured out where Bryn is, because when you look out into the sea of kids, they all have long hair. So it's like, I don't know if that's Bryn or not. There was one day I was like looking over at this kid and I'm like, oh, I think that's Bryn. And she turned around and I'm like, no, that's not my kid. I'm actually teaching the kids a little bit. Like we're doing, I do like sentences with them and some basic math and money math and stuff like that. But it's so fun. So I did my first week last week. And the very first day I started, I was so sick. I had such a bad cold, but I got through it. And they say every day that I'm doing so good, and they're like, it feels like you've been here forever with us, and you're fitting in so nicely. And it's just such a rewarding job. It's unbelievable. And last week I actually went out to dinner with 2 of the girls I used to work with at the print company, and I was telling them about my job, and they were just like. They're like, okay, tell us again what it's like to work in a positive environment. I was like, it's amazing. I feel so blessed that I ended up getting this job. It's worked out amazing. My days feel long in the sense that you're very much in slow motion because you're going at the pace of these kids, and we just keep the day calm. We're just very chill. So your day kind of goes in slow motion. And then I find when I get out to the car with the kids, it's like, oh my God, and Bryn needs something from Target and we have to go and I gotta make supper and we're home. So it's weird in that sense. The other thing is I have not been in my craft room for over a week. I found before when I was with my other job, my soul sucking job, thank you, Linda. When I was with that job, it's like I had to come in here and do something fun and happy before I left for the day. And when I came home, I had to be in here again to do something fun and happy, to make my day feel like I had a good day and a rewarding day and a fun day. I had to be in my art room. The great thing about this job is I get that through the day. Like, there's funny moments, there's moments that you break your heart, but it's just such a positive environment that it's like I don't need this. Well, don't tell Scott, because I always want to buy more. It's like I'm already fulfilled during the day with my job. I've never had that. I've always had soul-sucking jobs. And this isn't. It's so crazy that you can actually get a job that you enjoy. It's insane. The teachers I work with are just incredible, and I think it's because you have to be a certain kind of person. You have to be I don't know, to work with these kids, there's this compassion and there's this empathy and there's this, I don't know, they're just an amazing group of people, and to be able to work with them and to work with these kids. We actually got to go to homecoming. Homecoming was on the weekend. Bryn and Kerrigan went with their friends. Bryn went with a group of them. There was like 40 of them. They went on a party bus. They did that, and then Kerrigan went with her group of friends. But then Scott and I got to go because we did a little party in the classroom for these kids, and then we went to the dance, which was in the gym, and they were partying and dancing. They were so excited, and we did that, and we stayed till about 9:30. And then parents came to pick the kids up, and then Bryn and Kerrigan just stayed, and then we went back to pick Kerrigan up, and Bryn slept at her friend's house. It's just really cool. I'd never had a homecoming dance, and Scott doesn't like to dance, so he kind of stood off to the side like security. But I was up dancing with the kids. It was so much fun. I mean, nobody likes getting up for work. I felt bad because Scott works today, but we're off. So I help teach the kids, but I'm not a teacher. I'm still a parapro, but I'm helping to teach the kids in the class. And it's really fun. And I mean, no one wants to get up in the morning, but I actually get up excited to go to work. Like, what are we going to do today? What are they going to learn today? So I just wanted to share that and let you know that that's what I've been up to. So yeah, full-time working at Bryn and Kerrigan's high school. And it's so great because then the other day I had to wait to get some paperwork in the office, and Bryn has a key to the car, so I just knew they were out in the parking lot waiting for me in the car for a few minutes, and then I came out and we all drive home together. So it's not like when I leave there, because that's what was happening when I was at other schools. I'd have to leave there, the school got out later. There was days where I was picking them up like an hour later. They could have taken the bus. Everyone got after me saying, just put your kids on the bus. So it never ended up coming to that, but it's just nice knowing we're in the same building. And they had an assembly last week because it was homecoming week, and the kids were there in the assembly. And it was just, I could see Kerrigan. It was just really cool. Like, we get to, and it was like, then we can talk about it. It's like, oh my God, because I got to experience some of what they experienced during the day. So it's really cool. I love it, especially where this is Bryn's last year here with us. It's just neat to be kind of there and sort of a part of what they're doing. So it's really cool. Bryn is playing on a girls' football team today, so it's called the Powder Puffs, and they're doing some football game. It's like touch football or something. So it's the seniors versus the juniors, so she's pretty excited about that. The weather seems to be doing good. We had some rain over the weekend, and it was kind of miserable. Homecoming night, it was pouring rain. Yeah, so there we go. That's a little update of what's been going on. Oh, Friday night, Scott and I went to Ragtime. He had some tickets, so we went to that. It was at the Fifth Avenue Theater across from the hotel. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Him, not so much. Not his favorite show, but it was still really nice. We had a great time. I actually saw this about 20-some years ago when we lived in Toronto. He had tickets through the Delta Hotel where he had worked at the time. And he couldn't go, he had to work, so I ended up going with a couple girls he worked with, and it was amazing. I got my Halloween costume yesterday. It's so cute. I'll show you that the day I wear that, because we're going to dress up at work, and the kids will get dressed up, and then we have like a little fashion show. And then I think it's like at the end of the day, and then some kids come down and form like two lines or whatever, and we walk through like a fashion show with the kids. Yeah, so life is really good right now. I'm really happy and thrilled with this job. It's so fun, but I've been dreaming lately about this job, and I'm like, it's like I'm in my head trying to keep track of the kids and where are they, and making sure no one's lost. I don't know, it's like, I need to sleep. This is the other thing that happened. I lost my cancer bracelet on Friday. We were at the play, and I was sitting there after intermission. I'm like, oh my God, my bracelet's gone. And so I went back to the washroom, couldn't find it, checked our seating area, couldn't find it. So I think it might have fallen off at school on Friday. So I'm going to have to check the lost and found tomorrow. I'll check outside where we wait for the kids for the buses when they come in the morning. I don't know what I did. It's making me sad because I've always had that on. You guys always see that I have that on. All right, today I'm going to rearrange my living room. So let's go see. Okay, here's our living room. And This is what it looks like. I've got my stuff on my floor because I have to film my November video today. So we've got this cabinet. Sorry, it's really dark. Hang on. Ugh, that didn't really help. Okay, so I've got this black cabinet, which I would like to put down there. Move this coach down this way. And then these chairs, I want to move over to this wall and have them both there separated by the brown cabinet. We had our house like that in Canada. Then I have this cabinet over here, which I'm going to put on that wall right there. And then the printer is probably going to start living under my desk in my craft room. So I just have to rearrange some of the stuff on the walls. But last year we put the tree in front of the window and it looked great, but it's a big tree. So what happens is that chair ends up moving like right here and we get like this much space to get through. So I think I'm going to totally rearrange this today. So I'm going to get started doing that. I'm in my jammies. This is how I work. All right, so it's all done. So this is where the tree will go. So I just have to hang up that picture again, the New York picture, and I have a little sign that says folk art that I'm gonna hang up. And there's that section now. With those chairs, I'm gonna move the Canada sign, put that somewhere else that makes sense. So yeah, so I think it looks pretty good. And it gives all the space in the front of the window now, so it's not all cramped. There's the little folk art sign that I have to hang up. So there we go, all done. It took me probably about an hour or so to do. That cabinet weighs a ton, so that was tricky, but I have it all dusted and organized. I have my dream blocks back up there, and then have all my books in there. So that's pretty much the only books we own. I have the new Dan Brown book upstairs that I'm reading at bedtime. But there you go. So there, so it's all done. And now I desperately need a shower. So we'll get going with our day. What time of day is it? Let's just go check. It is, oh, it's 20 to 10. All right, so I hear noise upstairs, so the girls are up. So I'm gonna go get showered and get ready. We'll go down to Target. I'll get my long sleeve black shirt. I need some spray starch for something I'm doing in my boxes for December. So I'll go get that. I'll take 2 minutes and go and get a hammer and get that picture hung up. And there you go. So yeah, that was just a quick update and a quick rearranging of my living room. And yeah, so everything's going good. I will get some videos up, guys. I've just been busy and tired at the end of the day, so I haven't been doing much. But I will get that Halifax video up, I promise. I will get that going. Oh, good Lord. Okay. Gotta go deal with this. All right. Take care. Hope you guys have a good week. Have a good weekend next weekend, and I'll be back with some more videos soon. All right. Take care, guys. See ya.